You're in a foxhole. You've trained for firefights, for artillery barrages, for tank assaults. You scan the horizon, your rifle ready, but the threat isn't on the horizon. It's directly above you. A faint, mechanical buzz in the sky. That's the first and last warning you get. This isn't sci-fi. This is the reality of modern warfare. Welcome to the front line against bomber drones. Hi everyone, welcome back to Twilight Telling. Today, we're not just talking about technology. We're talking about a fundamental shift in the experience of war. We're diving into the soldier's psyche and the battlefield tactics shaped by one weapon, the commercially available improvised, bomb-dropping drone. Part 1. The New Normal. So when did the sky become a direct, personal threat for every infantryman? Drone surveillance isn't new. The U.S. used Predators for recon and strikes decades ago. But that was a top-down, multi-million-dollar tool for superpowers. The revolution happened when small, cheap drones, the kind you can buy online, were armed with grenades or mortars and sent into the sky by non-state actors and smaller militaries. The game changer was the Nagorno-Karabakh War in 2020. Azerbaijani forces used swarms of Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2S and smaller kamikaze drones to decimate Armenian tanks, artillery, and troops. The footage was everywhere. Clean, video game-like feeds of destruction from above. It was a wake-up call for the world. But the true psychological terror for the individual soldier evolved in the trenches of eastern Ukraine, starting in 2014 and exploding in the full-scale invasion of 2022. Here, the drone isn't just a weapon for high-value targets. It's a persistent, ubiquitous menace. Every soldier, from a lieutenant to a rifleman, now fights under a ceiling they cannot control. Part 2. The Psychological Battle. Let's try to understand the feeling. I've spoken to veterans and analysts, and they describe a unique brand of dread. First, there's the violation of safe space. In traditional warfare, the ground is your friend. A trench, a building, a ditch, it provides cover. A drone renders that obsolete. It sees everything. That crater you're hiding in? It's not cover, it's just a target marker from above. There is no front line. The front line is 360 degrees, and it includes the vertical space up to 400 meters. Second, the sense of helplessness. You hear the buzz, you freeze, your eyes scramble the sky. But against a gray canvas, these drones are tiny, fast specks. Your rifle is almost useless. You're a mouse being watched by a hawk. The anxiety is constant, paralyzing. It shreds nerves and morale faster than incoming artillery. Because artillery is sporadic, the drone buzz can be constant. One Ukrainian soldier described it to a journalist. Artillery, you hear the whistle, you have seconds. A tank, you see it, you can plan. The drone, it chooses when. You are just waiting for the gift from the sky to land on your head. It makes you feel hunted. Third, the gruesome intimacy. Often, soldiers in the same unit will watch the live feed of a drone about to hit their own comrades a few hundred meters away, over a shared tablet. They hear the explosion on the radio. The disconnect is horrifying. For the operator, it's a screen. For the target, it's the end, delivered with chilling, silent precision. Part 3. The Soldier's Playbook. How to Survive. So, how do you fight back when the enemy is a $500 quadcopter? This has spawned a whole new, desperate, and innovative field of trench tactics. First, hide and disguise. It's all about breaking the drone's eye. Soldiers build elaborate overhead covers using camo nets, branches, and thermal blankets to break up their heat signature. They avoid moving during the day in open areas. They create decoys, fake positions with mannequins or old equipment to draw a strike and waste the drone's payload. Second, electronic warfare, the invisible shield. This is the most critical tool. Infantry units now carry portable electronic warfare or EW jammers. These devices blast out radio noise on the frequencies drones use for control and video feed. When a jammer is on, the drone's signal is cut. It might hover stupidly, return to its operator, or crash, but it's a game of cat and mouse. Drone manufacturers constantly change frequencies, and jammers need updating. The soldier's prayer is that their jammer is the right model, charged, and working. Third, shotgunning the sky. When detection and jamming fail, you go kinetic. The primary weapon isn't a rifle, but a shotgun. Loaded with birdshot, it creates a wide spread to hit a fast-moving, small target. Some units even weld double or triple barrels together for a bigger cloud of lead. It's a last-ditch, short-range defense. Fourth, the drone. Drone war. The best counter to a drone is often another drone. Recon drones constantly scan for enemy drone operators, interceptor drones. Sometimes just faster drones with nets or even explosives are sent up to collide with the threat. It's an air battle happening at rooftop level. Part 4. The future. This is just the beginning. We're seeing AI-powered drones that don't need a radio link, drone swarms that overwhelm defenses, and larger loitering munitions like the Switchblade that are essentially precision-guided missiles for a single soldier. The psychological and tactical landscape has changed forever. The age of hiding in a hole is over. Every soldier now needs to be an air defender, an electronic warfare specialist, and a master of concealment, all while trying to be an infantryman. It creates a terrifying asymmetry. A small, cheap drone can force a multi-million-dollar armored vehicle to button up and hide. It can stall in advance. It can terrorize a platoon for hours. The balance of power isn't just about who has the biggest army anymore. It's about who controls the airspace 100 meters off the ground. The face of fear in modern war is no longer a charging enemy or the whistle of a shell. It's a quiet, electric hum in an empty sky. For the soldier on the ground, the war is no longer just ahead. It's directly above. What do you think is the next evolution in this drone counter-drone battle? Let me know in the comments below. If you want a deeper dive into the electronic warfare systems used, smash that like button and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious.